Hi Taurus, welcome into another next 48-hour tarot reading for you. Keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I did decide for this specific read to pre-pull 3 main spirit animal oracles. We will hop into those messages in just a hot second, but I do want to say to begin, thank you so much to the Tauruses who are drawn to the reading that have been showing up with your love and support by, watching these readings, liking, subscribing, commenting, even sharing otherwise. It makes a big difference in regards to these readings spreading around the world to other souls who I feel need them, right? Are meant to watch them and maybe even want the comfort that stems from them tuning in. So thank you. It doesn't go unnoticed. Let's begin with the bottom of the deck. The Buffalo Spirit saying, in the next 48, my friend, and surrounding it, the abundant universe will provide, all right? I'm hearing as the universe is abundant, we will then provide abundance to the Taurus collective, all right? To the Taurus souls. But the Beaver Spirit, talking about laying a foundation, all right? For some of which you just moved to a new place of residence. You need to get settled, set up, and maybe even purchase this and that of importance, maybe set something up or this and that up, clean, organize, stuff like that. But it could be in regards to a foundation with a business, maybe an online platform, could be a potential for a business or now part of which, an already existing one, could be with your job. Could be a foundation with a specific somebody or a group of friends. But it feels like Spirit's saying, with the Beaver here, you're very hardworking by nature, right? And they're saying when it comes to a Taurus energy, to better understand yourself or to remember how you are as a soul, as an energy, when you put in the hard work, it shouldn't take you out of your natural grounded, peaceful way of being, your chill nature. It should maybe even more so assist with that. And so when this comes to be at a certain point or two in the next 48 where you feel the grounded way of being, kind of dissipating, or you're not feeling as much like that, you maybe need to cleanse your energy, maybe think about and reevaluate just in regards to who or what you're associating yourself with in that moment. It may not be the right time or the right accomplishment for that time period. Say you have control over that. You know what I'm saying? So just being aware as to how things are affecting you when you're putting in the hard work in different ways when it comes to different areas of your life. But you're getting a lot done regardless. The Koala Spirit. Spirit absolutely has a plan, Taurus, and the next 48 is evidence of that. I feel there are a lot of synchronicities, messages coming through from Spirit. You will be drawn to look at colors and symbols, shapes is what I'm getting. I'm being drawn to the word open. I often get this word, when I'm looking at signs and billboards and whatnot, and they're saying you're open to the spiritual realm, you're open to the possibilities. You're not as closed off as you once were to certain limitations you were creating for yourself in your world by having this one specific, very detailed vision. And I don't want anything else. I don't want any other type of person or job or success, housing situation. They're saying there's a grand plan that we have. But remember, you're not only a manifester, but you co-create with Spirit. So when it comes to that remembrance coming to be at certain points in the next 48, that grand plan that we have, right? Meaning your guides and even other spirits participating and assisting with that, at random points. You can change certain aspects of it, but it feels like this Taurus collective is so connected to the spiritual realm, very plugged in, if you will, whether you realize this or, remember this at times or not. It just leaves you with this assistance, this guidance, this support, and this big plan, with other smaller plans within it, right? That is going to leave you with this inevitable success and comfort, stability. And they're saying, going back to the bottom of the deck, abundance. The abundance in different forms, remembering this is not just financial, it definitely is in regards to support, growth, messages. You're going to feel as if this is definitely showing you the way and setting you up for the co-creation, the fruition of that big plan, all right, or at least one of the smaller plans within the bigger one. Love this reading so far. The chameleon spirit being the third on the board, and then we'll further clarify each one. Act as if. This is all about you being an imaginative kind of person, right? You have visions, you have dreams, you have goals. Sure, not all of which have worked out in the past. I guarantee the majority of which didn't. But it doesn't mean that you will not visualize, imagine, and act as if to the point of manifesting and co-creating once again. Act as if you already have it. That's a beautiful, one of the many strategies to utilize when it comes to manifesting. You know, you maybe want to re-implement or implement some positive affirmations, you know, getting up in the morning and saying, I already have this new housing situation. I have already, you know, in a past lifetime or energetically at a distance met this significant other person. And it is going to maybe even fast track you to, I'm hearing while still being divine timing, to that person or situation, whatever it ends up being coming to fruition. There are certain people who in your life I feel are anxious, maybe nervous, uncomfortable in energy, but still peaceful. Does that make sense? As that just altered my energy and scared me a bit. The Ten of Swords, because it feels like this collective, you feel like you're standing alone, right? You're choosing alone, but then remembering, as I'm hearing the phrase, you're never alone. And please don't take that in a creepy or uncomfortable light. It just reminds you of you being somebody with a team of guides. Everybody in this world, for the most part, has at least one guide, and I feel the need to remind you, or maybe inform some of which onto the reading for the first time, you have a hefty team of guides. The number 3 is significant. Completion from the past is taking a highlight. I feel you may be pushed to, or just naturally thinking, you may be pushed or naturally just at certain points in the next 48 reflecting upon untrustworthy people, maybe negative actions, information you provided and or received that wasn't really taken in the right light, or just is initiating the truth being spread. Okay. So I feel like for some of which is a job situation, it could be friends, it could be, regardless of what situation it is for you. Whether you're wrapped up with it throughout this day, but at the very least it takes place in your recent past, there's truth and falsities, or just lies being spread. Sorry, I know that was incorrect wording. But yeah, so for whatever reason, that's taking a highlight in the next 48. But the Ten of Swords was meant to go with the lay a solid foundation, the beaver spirit, because this is part of where your hard work is being, put forth towards. For me, I moved into a new place of residence, and so in the next 48, I'm getting things in order. Maybe you're even setting up, thinking about a foundation for the near future, the upcoming weeks that you're not really initiating or putting effort towards yet. So change is definitely on the mind, and being worked towards, and adjustments are required. Okay, what do we have for Spirit has a plan? I don't want to take that one. Moving on to the Nine of Cups. Love this, Taurus. They're saying, because you're so plugged in and connected and supported, guided by Spirit, your team once again, plus some, you will be gaining wish fulfillments moving forward, and you need to expect this. Even tying into this to an extent, act as if. All right, expect them, create them, know that you will be gaining what you want and what you need in that order. Okay. Usually I would say it would be reversed, where you get the needs and then the wants, but they're saying the wants and then the needs because it's been reversed way too many times, right? Who's to say that you can't be gaining what you want and then that leading towards and supporting a need, right? It's time for you to feel more plentiful energy within your world, because I feel you've lacked this and that and experienced loss and endings and whatnot way too many times. Rewinding back, the Page of Pentacles. So a lot of which this Act as If card is going to be in regards to a new investment somehow tied into money and or career. So money in general, because your career naturally will be at one point or in general making you money. But for some of which, again, if we didn't mention it already, a housing situation, it could be a car, It's going to differ from case to case. It might as well, if we put the Page of Pentacles aside, although that's feeling most applicable for the majority of which ones are the reading, it may be in regards to a new love-filled situation, like a relationship, maybe reconnecting with an old soul that you once were connected to or are no longer. It might be as well you needing to act as if you have this new group of friends, or I'm getting for some friends that are not in the same group, but just individual connections. Because I feel like you again are feeling maybe a bit to yourself, a bit alone in the next 48, and being reminded that's not necessarily the case. But then they're saying, yeah, okay, sure, there's benefits and comfort stemming from being so connected and guided, by spirit. But then you might be wanting more of that soul on soul in your physical reality kind of connecting. Understandable, I can relate. But they're also saying an ending from the recent past, leaving you with reasons to celebrate, all right? You may as well be thinking about connections that did not last from the past. What connection recently or just was the last one to come to an end or be minimalized within your life? There's a significance to that. You may be reminded of this person and how that came to be, or why that came to be, and how it benefited you. The shift, if you will, the change, the removal, how it benefited you in your world. Even if you forget that at certain points, hence the remembering. Learning more about what lies ahead, my friend. I sense that this absolutely, at certain points, ties into your current day reality and even your past at certain points. But you're as well, I feel, for a lot, a source of, quality energy. You're a source of information, knowledge. This may be, because of your intuition and or your spiritual connection. Either way, I feel you're a smart cookie. And that's part of the next 2 days. But I just heard seal the deal. Seal the deal. Ooh, look at this, came up in Libras. You may want to hop over to their next 48 that I'll post right before this. You need to be patient in the next 48 because there's justice ahead. Wrongdoings from the past will not be escaped when it came to who did the wronging. Does that make sense? And you know who and what that is about for you. And also there may be moments where they're saying, put it out of your mind. Don't carry that burden forward. Say you're hopping into something work related, or you're hopping into the connecting with somebody or errands. Don't take the burden of where you just were, or what you were just wrapped up with, or what the past entailed negatively, or just in an iffy kind of manner. Don't take that with you and add the heaviness to whatever you're going to be choosing to or have to wrap yourself up with. 1308, look up the angel number meaning. 7 of Wands. I really feel as if you do need to be protecting your individual energy when it comes to, some negative spirits. Could be as well in regards to a sketchy surrounding or two, or environment. It may be in regards to where you are in the moment, I do feel as if there are a lot of empath Tauruses drawn to the reading, like myself. So obviously, pick up your Palo Santo or your sage, or maybe light some incense. Cleanse your energy. It's going to benefit you. Do you know they actually make Palo Santo essential oils, and even coming in a diluted form to roll on your wrists or your neck? And that definitely could be a way to go about doing so when you're in a work situation. Just a thought for the process, or something like a living situation where you aren't able to light whatever it is for you, right? Even though I feel you could step outside. But yeah, protect your energy. But yeah, going back to this imagery here, the 10 of Swords, there's sort of again, staying within your own bubble, maybe not really feeling as if you have a choice. Maybe that connecting to the past when connecting with people didn't really do you all that well, or at least not fully. But the 3 of Wands, because they're saying look forward, my friend, look forward. Again, they're saying this being the 2 main energies, pairing now nicely with the 3 of Wands. Spirit has this grand plan for you that you can adjust in certain ways, given you are a co-creator and a manifestor all the meanwhile. Look forward and expect the best, as there are a ton of wish fulfillments to be acquired. Absolutely beautiful. So as always, Taurus, I hope this was truly helpful. I am sending you a ton of love and light. We'll meet here again soon.